going on, Geminis? We're going to go ahead and jump into your May 2023 monthly reading here, and we're actually going to look at quite a few things here. We're going to take a look at, here in the first row, your career and money, and then in the second row, we're going to take a look at love, and in the third row, we're going to take a look at the message from your higher self at this time. And then at the end, I'm going to pull some more cards, and we're going to take a look at the karmic rewards that are coming in for you this month. So we're doing a new spread for the month. It's going to be a fun one. So let's go ahead and jump into it, Gemini. How are y'all doing? Let's take a look at your first row here and see what we got. And I am using a new mic, by the way, because my other one crapped out on me. So Mercury retrograde was in full effect for me, so we're using a new one. And I've had this one for quite a bit. I used to use it. So yeah, it's always good to have two mics, huh? Let's see. We're going to take a look at love. You have the Ace of Wands, Three of Cups here, and you have the Hermit. And then you also have this integrity card. So I would say right off the bat, from what I'm picking up with love, is make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that have integrity, people that do what they say. Not surrounding yourself with phony people or people that are people that are liars or manipulators. Just be aware of that here. Let's take a look at the message from your higher self at this time. You have the Tower, the Eight of Pentacles, and you also have the Eight of Wands. And you have this Guardian card. It says guard your energy. So let's start off here. It's interesting, though, for your career and money row, you have this Grand Trine blessings here. So I'm picking up that you could be getting a lot of increases here. It's interesting, though, because I feel like you have blessings coming in. So there could be like increases, or there could be, opportunities or things that are starting to pick up here that are starting to become successful, Gemini. But the one thing that throws me off here is this Five of Cups. Because the interesting thing with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands here is that there's newer things I feel like you're starting to engage in, and you're starting to sort of find your rhythm here. Not to say that you like totally lost it, but it's almost as if you're starting to find like a new passionate rhythm here for something. And the Five of Cups it's almost as if something here is motivating you here. I don't know if I kind of get that something was a disappointment here for you, Gemini, in the past, but I get that it's motivating you here, right? Because even if you think about the Five of Cups is defiant passion. It's Mars and Scorpio. It's where when we're faced with emotional challenges and we have to overcome those, right? And so I get here, and we're going to clarify all this, by the way, too. So I get here with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands is actually quite motivating you. And you're starting to get these victories here. You're starting to get these little successes. And I get that you're also building momentum here. So I feel like it's important for you to keep that energy going here, to take the initiative when you feel inspired, to stay self-disciplined, determined, and be courageous and bold when it comes to fulfilling your endeavors with your career and money matters. So we'll clarify that, and we'll see what's going on. In your love section, you have the Ace of Wands here, Three of Cups, and you also have the Hermit. There could be some new love, new potentials if you're single. If you're already engaged in a relationship, or if you're already in one or dealing with one, I get you two could be. I see. It's interesting. If you're already dealing with a person, I feel like there is some good times here in the month of May. I feel like there's more activities you two are getting involved in, or socializing, or just a deepening here of your connection. But I almost see you kind of keeping it low key, or even staying in more here, especially with that Hermit. Now, for the ones that are single, I feel this could be new love. It could be with a Virgo. It could be with really any sign. But I do see here that you could be meeting somebody possibly online with a Hermit. Three of Cups. They could be a close friend of yours, maybe somebody that you already know. There's kind of an attraction that's forming. There's almost like a flirty energy that I'm feeling energetically between you and this person. So Yeah, I feel like there's good times with the Three of Cups. I feel like there's positive social interactions going on. With the Hermit, I will say it's important for you not to isolate yourself. Um, I feel like by you getting out and socializing here, it's like you may actually come across somebody if you're single, right? You may meet somebody and there's an attraction there with the Ace of Wands, but you may be in an energy sometimes to where it's like you isolate yourself too much. I think healthy solitude is important, but when we stay in solitude for too long, it becomes isolation and we block ourselves out from the world. So I feel like with this Hermit, it's telling you to, get out there and socialize here. And make sure that with this integrity card, that you're dealing with people who have strong integrity. You're not dealing with people that are liars or manipulators or narcissists or people that wear a mask and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look at this message from your higher self here. You do have this Guardian card. It says guard your energy here. I feel like it's going to be important for you to guard your energy. I'm not really... It's interesting to me that the Tower is right beside it, and especially with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Anything that you're working on, I feel like your higher self is wanting you to know, like, make sure that you're looking at things closely here. I don't think it's anything to fear, Gemini. It's just more so it's like pay attention to like what you're doing. Pay attention to, people around you here. I get that it's like your emotions are heightened at this time here as well. So your higher self's wanting you to know, like, if your emotions are becoming heightened or you're having intense emotions, it's important for you to, not put yourself in situations here to where, it's going to cause it's going to cause like chaotic energy, especially with this Tower. So I would avoid all conflict and drama. I feel like it's important for you to stay positive, to be around positive energy. You have the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here. So, and the Eight of Wands is telling you, like, I feel like you're about to have some rapid success here. And I feel like your higher self is wanting you to realize and wanting you to know, like, you may have some people that are jealous. So don't let anybody like try to like self-sabotage you or say anything or whatever the case might be. I don't think it's that serious, but I do get that. It's wanting you to be aware. So let's clarify. Let's clarify this Page of Wands, Five of Cups, Four of Wands. Because you got some blessings here when it comes to your career and finances, or career and money. You have the Judgment here. Yeah, there's this call to initiation here with the Judgment. It's like you can no longer ignore what needs to be done, I feel. So a lot of you are like really committing yourself to making a change here when it comes to your career, or investing all into your career here. You're very close to some sort of fulfillment or achievement. Clarify the Five of Cups. You have the Hierophant. I feel like there's still a lot of things that you're learning here. There's some things that I get here that you're trying to. It's almost as if something in your career hasn't been fully completed. So it's like you're for some of you, it's like maybe you've given up on this before, or maybe you've kind of, I'm not going to say you've fully given up on it. Maybe you've given up on it, but also maybe you kind of just feel like a failure, right? Or feel like things aren't really going your way. There's a need to keep moving forward. There's a need to keep pursuing what it is that you're doing. Because with the Judgment and the Hierophant, this is part of your life purpose. And right now, I just feel like you're being tested here. And so there's a need to stay self-determined here. Clarify this Four of Wands. Because the Four of Wands is the blessing, and I feel like that's the success here. Yeah, Six of Pentacles is rewards. So I also feel like there could be an increase here in revenue, an increase in finances. But Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands is job well done, getting the reward that you're owed. I will say this too. Don't allow yourself to get angry and upset that maybe you didn't do something right the first time. There's stepping stones to success. And sometimes those stepping stones, sometimes those stones, the next step is a failure, but it's a stepping stone. You're getting closer and closer to your desired outcome here. Clarify this Ace of Wands for your love life. Six of Swords here. I feel like this is definitely a newer energy that's starting to spark up here. This person could be at a distance. My Six of Swords to me is Mercury and Aquarius. So when it comes to love, seeing that, it's you could be possibly meeting this person or interacting with this person in a social setting, right? Or in a group setting. And that can be online. That can be really anywhere. But I do feel like it's in a group setting or some type of online setting or community. Clarify this Three of Cups here. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're going to have I see some of you being invited out. It's whether or not you want to go. That's why I feel like if you get invited out, or if you get invited somewhere, or even if you feel sort of like the urge to go out and socialize, I feel like that's, that spirit and your higher self kind of pushing you to help you find a connection here. The Four of Swords and the Three of Cups as well is, I see you making more friendships, and also I see here as well that you could be meeting just a lot of people. Like you could be interacting with a lot of people. I'm not saying like, you're going to be committed to all these people, but I do feel like there's definitely options and choices here, and you can have like your pick and choose. So I kind of get that you're kind of, filling it out, seeing what you like here. Clarify the Hermit. You have the World card. Could definitely be on the line. The World card to me does signify like, literally connecting to the world, and, so online. So I feel like you could be meeting somebody that's at a distance. I will say this though, with this Integrity card, that, don't, I know Geminis can be social butterflies, right? You guys like to, you guys like to communicate. You like stimulation. I would just say here, like, don't keep promises. Don't make promises that you can't keep, and don't keep dealing with people that can't keep the promises that they make. Clarify this Tower here for the message from your higher self. The Hermit. I'm getting a strong isolation energy that you get into sometimes here, Gemini. And I feel like your higher self is wanting you to know, like, you need to, like, kind of, you got to let down the walls and the barriers here. And even with the Guardian, guard your energy. It's like, sometimes in life where it's like we build up walls around ourselves because we don't want to get hurt. And we can be overprotective, or we can be, we can build too many walls around us to the point to where we don't allow ourselves to be open. And I get that your higher self is wanting you to look at that. Like, if you find yourself in isolation, I feel like it's important to, to work to not isolate yourself so much here. I get here that if you're in an energy here, especially with the Guardian, guard your energy. If you're in an energy of like where your emotions are intense and you just don't want to deal with people, then that's a good time to have your solitude, right? But however, there's a time to get out and actually like socialize and do your own thing. Clarify this Eight of Pentacles here. The Queen of Wands. I feel like your higher self is also wanting you to know that, you need to take pride in the work that you do. I'm not saying that you don't, but I feel like sometimes you may kind of slip into like this over criticism type of energy. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like your higher self is like wanting you to know, like, hey, you're very talented in what you do, and the things that you do them well. So there's a need to be confident in your abilities here. Clarify the Eight of Wands. You have the Empress here. Your higher self's also telling you that there's a lot of abundance on the way to the Empress on this Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So there's so much growth and abundance that's like I feel that's coming for you. That's around the corner. It's about to be Gemini season, I mean, soon, right? In May, that's when it starts at the end of May, toward the end of May. But you have abundance here. You have a lot of growth and prosperity that's coming your way. And I feel like your higher self is wanting you to also be aware of people that, of jealous people, right? Because how once you start to get attention, or you start to do really well, like people just, they don't react too well to that, especially if they're not doing as well as you, right? So I feel like it's important your higher self's wanting you to know not to take things too personally. And also not to, just because focus on the positivity rather than the negativity, because I'm almost getting here that when you're criticized, or maybe like when you see something negative, you kind of dwell on that. And then that makes you kind of put up your barriers and your walls, and you kind of like isolate yourself. Realize that that's just a little speck of negativity, or whatever. But focus on the positivity, because I feel like there's a lot more positive things that are happening. And I feel like the more you can focus on the positivity, you can be grateful. I feel like it's going to increase your abundance exponentially, especially with the Eight of Wands. I always look at the Eight of Wands as like an exponential energy. Like it's just like this amplifying effect, especially if you have an Empress here. So, all right, let's see what your karmic rewards are this month. All right, we're going to take this. You have this survival power. It says shark here. All right. You have this envy, protection, evil eye. Geminis are like, damn, these don't feel like good karmic rewards. Hear me out. Hold on. I got you. Don't worry. You got challenges, achievements, and it says mountain. So I get here that if you work hard and you stay dedicated, I feel like you will reach the top of the mountain, and you will be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Also, with this envy, protection, evil eye, some of you, I feel like this is, if you've been experiencing the evil eye lately, and you've been feeling like you may need extra protection, or you may have been needing extra protection, I feel like this month will be the month to where it's like you don't feel so, I almost feel like there's an ease off that type of pressure. Like there's you're not having to deal with all that negativity that you were once experiencing before. So I will say this, if some of you, the evil eye, could do you well. Like if you have that talisman or whatever the case might be, I feel like that could help. But I more so get that this is you not having like that sort of pressure, like you feel like if you feel like there has been an evil eye towards you. I get that that's going to be letting go. You're going to be letting go of that. You have this survival power, and it says shark here as well. A lot of you have been finding yourself in survival mode for quite some time. Like you may have been experiencing, especially with the Tower and the Hermit, like your energy here is like, because of things that happened in the past, that it has put you into survival mode. And you may feel like, life is one big kind of threat. And I see you kind of like, I see you being more open and receptive to life, right? Like you kind of getting out of the survival mode. I even see it here with the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is your values and your codes of virtue that support you and that you abide by and that you live by, that create good deeds, and those good deeds create good results, and those good results bring in good luck, right? And so with the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is very survival-like. So with the Hierophant, I feel like this is you finding a sense of strong, reliable support that will be getting you out of sort of that survival mode or that survival energy. So, and that's what this lunar eclipse is going to be in Scorpio. So that's going to be a whole nother video that I'm doing. But the lunar eclipse in Scorpio does bring up that survival energy, right? Because Scorpio is kind of like the survival mode in Taurus. The sun's in Taurus. Taurus is more so of the beautiful abundance and creative and loving harmony type of energy. So that's what I got for you, Geminis. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. As always, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. Feel free to subscribe. If this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you do subscribe, click that notification button bell. It'll notify you whenever I upload your videos. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. That link is down below. I've been having a lot of fun on there. And otherwise than that, I will talk to you all on the next one. Bye, Gemini.